Family Life Coaching. My name is Sarah Abbott, and I'm the life coach here. Welcome back. We're learning about the 5 love languages. Buy the book. Link below. Take the quiz. Have your partner take the quiz. And then it's so easy, you guys. You don't have to read the whole book. Just turn to the chapter that explains. I think it'd be really good to read about your own love language, but the very minimum, read about your spouse's and make that your job. Then maybe learn about yours, because you might be able to help your spouse navigate their new life of trying to speak your love language and fill your well with love. Cool. Let's jump in. Today we're doing gifts. I actually think that this is a really great book. And the main gift it gives to humanity is this idea that receiving gifts is a love language. I believe that prior to this book, or the knowledge that this book gives us, that people who wanted gifts were labeled selfish, greedy, all these other things. But the reality is, and I believe this is true, Gary Chapman is no liar, you guys, that lots of people have the love language of receiving gifts. And so if that's your partner, you need to know that. Has nothing to do with being greedy or never satisfied or selfish. Nope. Not spendy. Nope. This person, though, if you are their partner, and okay, so if your partner's love language is receiving gifts, you need to get over your judgment, accept what is, be happy, because it's actually not a ton of work to give gifts. I kind of would have killed for my husband's love language to be gifts. I could come home from Trader Joe's with a box of chocolate raspberry sticks and be like, cha-ching, nailed it. But alas, that is not my fate. So if you're watching this, I think you should be really, really glad if your partner's love language is gifts. All right. Take the quiz, read the chapter. If you really refuse to read the chapter, just turn to page 87. It talks about what to do. It's a cheat sheet for what to do if your spouse's love language is receiving gifts. Here's a few of my favorites. My oldest is for sure, he's a teenager now, so I feel like I can say this with authority. His love language is receiving gifts. And I'm so grateful for this book because I read it when he was really little and it really helped me understand how to love him. One of the things that we do is we go outlet shopping together. Honestly, I kind of thought that because I didn't adopt a girl, I would never have anyone to shop with. But it turns out if you have a kid with the receiving gifts love language, you have a built-in shopper friend, and I'm super excited about that. So I just feel so grateful that I've been able to love him well based on knowing this about him. So you can also try to type your kids. It's hard, especially when they're young, but you'll see signs and then you can parent them better, really, amazingly. All right, number 2 on this cheat sheet is let nature be your guide. The next time you take a walk through the neighborhood, keep your eyes open for a gift for your spouse. It can be a stone, a stick, or a feather. Here's why I want to tell you this. My oldest, when he was little, so little, he used to just come in the house and give me a dandelion that he picked from our weedy lawn. And he just did it every day. And I'm so grateful I knew this book because I was like, oh, I think this little guy might be a gifts guy. But that was how he loved me. Honestly, he was cranky as all get out for his 2s and 3s. So he wasn't building me up with his words, but every day he'd give me a dandelion or a rock from the yard. And I just love that because I knew that was his love language, or at least I thought that was probably his love language. And I knew he was loving me the way he knew how. And I just think that's so precious. You can do that with your partner too. You know what would be a nice gift from a walk nowadays? A worry stone. Find a rock, give it to your partner and be like, here, when you're worried about the stupid COVID and all the other crap, the hostage homeschooling, the whole thing, here, you can rub your worry stone and feel more relaxed. I think that's really a very timely gift. Another thing he put on here is keep a gift idea notebook. I love this idea. Every time you hear your spouse say, ooh, I really like that. And by the way, if your spouse is a receiving gifts person, you're going to start noticing that they're always talking about stuff they like. So write it down so you don't forget. That's what the Notes app on the iPhone is for. I don't know. Does Android have that? I'm sure they do. It's like a Post-it for your phone. Brilliant. Best invention. Every time you hear your spouse say, I really like that, write it down in your notebook. Listen carefully. You will have quite a list. Then execute the list, right? Like once a week. Just be like, I'm going to choose one thing from this list. I'm going to pull it off. Doesn't have to be big things. It could be the new Wicked Slushy Snow Coney place opened. And there she was like, I really want to try that place. And you just bring one home. What a fun try. Or maybe your partner loves Starbucks. Just bring the favorite drink home. Write the favorite drink down and bring it home. Simple things, you guys. Also nicer things. I don't know. Diamond tennis bracelet goes a long way, I think, in any marriage. So if you have the funds, go ahead and do it. Why not? That sounds amazing. Cool. Receiving gifts. I would kill for my partner to have that one. Sounds like really fun to me. I guess gifts, actually, I know gifts is my number 2. So it would be easy and it would be fun, but that's not my lot in life. Although I do get to do that with my oldest, and I love that. It's so fun. Just knowing that about him. Thank you for joining us.